Okay, I think we are rolling. As you see in my opening paragraph, I have suggested partial inclusion for Sean during part of the day and also a resource room for the remainder of the day. In last week's research, it was said that 1.06 million or 26% of the special needs students are actually schooled in a resource room where they're pulled out and taught other things for about 21 to 60% of the day. So that's what I would like to discuss for Sean. The key to proper placement of special needs students is learning what their individual needs are. We must consider many questions such as, what environment will they learn best in? What environment will be the least productive for them? Do they struggle with structure and routine? Now, I would think we all need structure and routine, but yeah. Do they struggle in one or two areas or several? We must also remember to talk to a child's teachers, their parents, special education teachers, and to the special needs child himself or herself, kind of to find out where they think they might learn best in. I would add that I find the most important judge as to where special needs students should be determined, at least given heavy weight to, would be the parents, how the parents feel. As a parent myself, I feel as if I know my child best. I know what makes them tick, what their moods, disabilities are, what'll get them to work, what definitely won't, what'll shut them down. Most importantly, because the education choices made now will affect their child later, their child's future and life skills, I think it is important that the parents do get a say in where they believe their child should be placed. One parent wrote on the website about.com's discussion board, never trust the school over yourself, and I believe that as far as being a parent. And also, another parent wrote about the importance of having a compassionate environment, and I would say that would probably do well for all students. I couldn't agree more, really. I believe Sean would do well in a partial inclusion class only if it was supplemented with this resource room that we are talking about, and that would happen each day. A resource room would provide more intensive help to keep him on par with his grade level and whatever particular subject he may be lacking in. Let's say math or English he's pulled out and given extra time with. A SPED teacher would work with him in a small group of students, especially those with similar needs as Sean. They would be better able to provide effective strategies and teaching techniques that actually work for students that have similar needs that Sean has. A resource room for even part of the day would provide help where needed, but at the same time allow Sean to experience mainstream structure and routine in a regular education class for part of the day as well. The crucial element is regularly monitoring the situation. Monitoring is the key to know if correct placement has been made. If the learning environment ever becomes too easy or too hard for Sean, then the placement can always be changed. Maybe he's in the general education class longer, or for math all of a sudden because he's doing a lot better. We need to remember that every special needs child is different. So what works for one, resource room might not work for another. Maybe they need to be in the room all day long with no inclusion at all, even during part of the day. In closing, by including Sean in a partial education class for even part of the day, all students, which means special ed and regular students, will be able to take away an awareness that we are all the same. We can all learn and share together. It can also help model not only Sean's social skills, but the rest of the classes and societies as well. It would provide a unique opportunity to all those involved by promoting tolerance and acceptance. It would also allow Sean to not be sheltered from the real classroom and the real world, but rather included and accepted. Even if it's only part of the day that he's, let's say, included and accepted, he still is. Kids will see him on the playground and say, hey, that's our friend Sean, he's with us in the mornings. I think it's a great thought. Partial inclusion along with the resource room is the answer for Sean. Okay, thanks.